Inputs. With that, quickly shifting focus over to some more breaking inputs coming in. This is with regards to the ongoing trade talks which have resumed between India and the United States. In fact, what we are learning is that a delegation led by Commerce and Industries Minister Mr. Piyush Goyal is all set to visit the United States for meetings with the US side on 22nd September this year. The delegation plans to take forward these discussions with a view to achieve early conclusion of a mutually beneficial trade agreement. Siddhant joins me on the phone line with those breaking inputs. Siddhant, the Commerce Minister has always maintained that the talks are on track after they resumed. He's also been hopeful that we'll be able to achieve the first tranche by fall this year. What are you learning?
Well, that's right, Akanksha. In fact, Commerce Minister has always been optimistic when it comes to trade talks with the United States. In fact, in an interview to CNN News 18 also the other day, he made it very clear that this is just a rough patch in a relationship. And this relationship has seen these kinds of rough patches in the past as well. So, Akanksha, last week, Chief U.S. Negotiator was in the national capital. In fact, he met with his Indian counterpart, Commerce Secretary Rajesh Agrawal. Meeting lasted for about 7 hours. And in fact, we got to know that both sides held positive discussions on various aspects of the trade deal. And now we're getting to know that Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal himself will be visiting the United States for meetings with the U.S. side on 22nd September. In fact, the delegation plans to take forward the discussions with a view to achieve early conclusion of mutually beneficial trade agreement. So definitely, Akanksha, in August, we got to know that the trade delegation from U.S., which was expected to come to India on 25th of August, on the last moment, it got postponed. Perhaps many had the assessment at that point in time that the talks have collapsed. There's going to be no trade talk with the United States, etc., etc. Those things were said at that point in time. But, the trade talks is still continue. Both sides are very much committed for the engagement. And right after the chief negotiator's visit to the New Delhi, now Piyush Goyal will be on a visit to the United States.
Siddhant, we are receiving this news on a day, the entire skilled job sector in India has been shaken up with the news of H-1B visas fee being hiked up to $100,000. Since we also know that technology services are also part of the India-United States trade, what are you learning? Will this also become a part of the agenda? Will that be taken up at any level?
Well, Akanksha, it looks like that this particular visit will only be restricted to the trade talks, because that is perhaps a top priority for the Indian government at this point in time. Definitely, there are other issues as well, including the sanction on the Chabahar port, then fentanyl trade issue, etc., etc. Those issues have also, those developments did come up last week only. But right now, we could expect talks to be only about trade. What we could expect, Akanksha, that if EMS Jaishankar travels to New York for the UNGA, perhaps on the sidelines of that, we could expect Marco Rubio and EM to hold talks as far as the other bilateral issues are concerned.
All right. Many thanks to you, Siddhant, for bringing us those breaking inputs.
Network 18 decimates Times Internet with over 6 times more unique users on social media. Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks. Way ahead of the times.